All right, guys. It's Josh here with On the Wrong Lead. As you guys know, our saying is handicapping, wagering, and bourbon. And we do a lot of content based on the first two, right? And we do a lot of the third part. We drink a lot of bourbon, right? Um, well, we're kind of in the lull here before Oak Lawn starts off and before um, Pegasus, the other big thing coming up next weekend. This weekend's a little bit of a quieter weekend, but I got a I got a little package sent to me. The nice little thing that says "Go Browns," um, from our boy Polkadottailor Mike. He decided to send me out a couple of bourbons that I've never had, and I was like, let's do a little tasting. Let's see what happens. Um, so I got a couple things here. I got my trusty Glencairn glass. This is my preferred um, whiskey glass. As you can, I don't know if you can see, but I also have a bottle of the Alberta Premium Cask Strength Rye, which was given Whiskey of the Year, World Whiskey of the Year this year by the Whiskey Bible. And so I got that out with my trusty Canadian Glencairn. So we'll do that one too. I got 5 whiskeys here. Got some water. And let's see what happens. I'll save the ryes for last. Let's see. I guess I'll start with the WLW, the William LaRue Weller here. I don't know what year this is. He says 128.2 proof on here. But I'm not going to drink the whole thing. I'm just going to have a little sip of each of them because otherwise I'll have to get rolled out of here. Oh, smells nice. So, if I were actually a whiskey reviewer, I would tell you all the great things I'm smelling right now. Uh, but yeah, I don't really do this stuff. So, um, it doesn't smell super boozy for 128 proof. It smells it. I get a lot, and I don't know if I'm just sensitive to this, but I always get a lot of um, like ethanol scent and ethanol flavors, and a lot of barrel proof stuff. Obviously, with age, that kind of stuff goes out. But like, for example, what's a good example? Jameson. There we go. Irish whiskey. I get like huge amounts of like nail polish remover and just straight alcohol from it. Other people don't get that same flavor, but to me, like even good Irish whiskey, like Redbreast, tastes like I don't know. It tastes like nail polish remover to me. So, oh, that's nice. Um, you could definitely tell it's a weeder. It's got a little bit of that kind of more. I'm not gonna say grassy because it's not it's not really grassy, but like weeders have that certain flavor to them. They're a little bit softer to kind of counter to something that's like high rye, which is like real spicy. So this is real kind of mellow, sweet. This is nice. I'm not a huge fan of weeded bourbons. I do like the cask strength makers, but other than that, I haven't really had too much that I kind of go on my way to have. Yeah, I mean, it's just really nice. Um, I'm not really picking out anything like this. This is tough because this doesn't taste like anything I've ever had before. Um, I'm actually a real big fan of stuff that gets like that like real big like cherry note and woody note in there, and you get a little bit of barrel at the end, a little bit of like wood, um, but it's not it's not. I wouldn't say like cherry. I wouldn't say yeah. It's just kind of soft. It's kind of sweet. Um, like I said, I don't do this often. I don't like nothing's really sticking out to me. This just tastes good. I don't know, but we'll move on. We'll move on in my non-descriptive taste there. Just just swirl around the glass a little bit. So I have 2 finished bottles, so I'll do those after. So this is the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. I will probably end up drinking the rest of this tonight, but I'll just do a quick taste here. This one I expect to get a lot of cherry, because that's really like E.H. Taylor, and even like Eagle Rare. Like I really get that, like that cherry note. Yeah, I'm not really getting too much of a nose on this one. I mean, I'm also pouring like a real small amount, so I'm sure if I poured a little bit more, maybe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this one I definitely get a lot more wood on the nose. Yeah, that's definitely like, wow, that's really good. Yeah, I like, someone had described this almost as like a cherry cola kind of flavor, and I kind of get that. Like I get a little bit of the kind of almost like the sweetness you would get from like a Coca-Cola or something like that. You get a lot of cherry there. Surprisingly smooth for how the barrel or the proof on this, but yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, to me, the overwhelming flavor on this is definitely like cherry. You get a little bit of that wood there at the end. You could tell this is higher proof. This is like a punch in the mouth of just flavor. Like it is, like if you've had E.H. Taylor, I mean, just imagine that flavor just concentrated. I mean, this really does taste like E.H. Taylor small batch, just like super concentrated. So, all right, let's try this Parker's Heritage. This is the orange curacao. I spilled water on myself. The orange curacao finished one. So I've heard this one described a little bit as almost like a bottled old fashioned. So we'll see what happens here. Oh. These little bottles, caps sometimes kind of come apart. Oh, you can even tell by the color. Maybe it's not super. No, maybe it's not. It's not that. It's not that apparent. Maybe it was just. Oh, yeah. This literally smells like orange. Like it smells like just orange peel, like orange rind. So like curacao. I think I'm pronouncing it right, and if I'm not, sorry. Is made with this like bitter orange peel, and like, you know, the peel is really where all of the like oils and stuff are from. You know, that's why like they use that stuff in like cleaning supplies, and that's like why when you make a drink, right, they tell you to squeeze the little rind to get the oils and stuff. So this smells like oh, it smells like as if like someone just took like a orange peel and just like rubbed it on the inside of the glass. And that's really all I get. I pretty much, it's just orange. So you definitely get, I think this is a Heaven Hill product if I'm correct. So you definitely get orange in this. You definitely get the orange at the end, but you just have this nice base. Like it reminds me of maybe like an Elijah Craig. You know, kind of Elijah Craig is you know kind of middle of the road. You know, isn't too like one way or the other. Like I feel like a lot of Buffalo Trace products, they are very into that cherry note, which I love. So I mean, that's probably why I like Buffalo Trace product so much. But you know, depending on like the mash bill, depending on how much rye, you know, all this other stuff, you get the different flavors. But this is this, yeah, I would think that the description that I've heard of this, where this is just like kind of like a bottled old fashioned almost, is I kind of get it. Like it's kind of like orange bitters, you know, you get that same like kind of oil, but you don't really get the bitter component. So this is really nice. This is, I mean, this is super easy to sip. I don't have a proof on this, so if it's something insane, like this could be bad. Yeah, I feel like you get a little bit more of the classic bourbon flavors. You get a little bit of maybe a little bit of vanilla in there. Not super heavy on like the wood on the wood flavors. Like I said, you don't get that cherry note that you get in a lot of the other bourbons. And then you get that nice kind of like orangey finish. I mean, you definitely get it in the aroma. Like there's no mistaking that there's orange. I mean, you probably would think that you're drinking, you know, I'm pointing at my bar, but like Cointreau or something like that. That's really nice. Yeah, up front, you get a little bit of, I think you might get a little bit of like a bitter orange peel, you know. All right, so this is Midwinter's Night Dram. This is one I'm actually very excited for because I've been trying to find this, and I've never have. I guess I just get unlucky. I shop at, or I used to shop at the store close to my work. Obviously, I'm working from home now, like probably a lot of us. And I used to go every week. There was a guy there who I talked to every week, and he would, I mean, he wouldn't like, I got a bottle of Stag Junior once, you know, but he was just really fun to talk to. He was a good guy to talk to. He would give me suggestions, and like he didn't just drink bourbon. Like he was into rums and mezcals, and so like he would like talk to me about all this stuff. Like it was a really good resource, and obviously it was cool to be able to get, you know, hard to find bottles. And so he left. And every time I've gone into the store since then, they like just like act like I'm some stranger. So, and if you know anything about bourbon, it's like it's all about relationships at this point. Like if you want to find any of the hard to find stuff, so I'm kind of just out of luck there. But oh, this is interesting. I get like maple syrup. I can smell I definitely, you know, you can tell it's a rye. You get the, you know, the spiciness, the pepper. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit like maple or something. Yeah, I'm definitely. I don't know why I'm getting like maple syrup. I'm getting like kind of like that, like maybe like brown sugar. I'm definitely getting the rye. You know, like the normal rye notes that you would get. It's not as spicy as something like double rye or anything like that. It's fairly mild on the rye flavor. It's more of like a baby Saz. Oh, this is really nice. This is just like I said, and not that I thought anything here was going to be like world changing. You know, I mean, like in the end, this is still just brown liquor. But yeah, these are all just like awesome drinks. Like every single one of these has just been really freaking good. Yeah, this is really nice. This is like it's just a really enjoyable drink, and that's actually one of the things I like about finished products. You know, in Scotch you see it all the time. You know, you can't see my collection behind me, but I have a couple of bottles of like sherried Scotch. I love sherried Scotch. Like it's awesome because you know, I just like that little extra depth that you get from the sherry. It's same thing with beer. You know, I love bourbon barrel aged beer. I like sours that are aged in like wine barrels and stuff like that. Like I don't know, just that extra like depth you get from it. But it's just really nice. Like yeah, I definitely, if you can find this, man, I definitely recommend picking up a bottle of this. Um, I don't really know how much. I think it's like $90 or something at retail, but it's really good. And now for everyone's favorite thing, to get to watch me open up a bottle. I have a box here that is actually for somebody else. So let me actually step over to my collection. I was lucky enough to find 2 bottles, and one of our On the Wrong Lead members wanted a bottle, so I am shipping, or I'm getting it out to him in some way, shape, or form. So this is the cask strength Alberta premium cask strength rye. This is one, you know, World Whiskey of the Year. As you may or may not know, this is the same people who, you know, they used to source, or they used to be the make for Whistle Pig. Alberta was. So I don't keep up with Whistle Pig. I've never actually had anything from Whistle Pig. So I don't know who makes their stuff, or if they're doing their own distillate right now. But yeah, I know this is the same distillery that they used to get, or they maybe still get some of their stuff from. So this one, World Whiskey of the Year, was last year McKenna. I don't remember. I remember when I first got into bourbon, I bought this bottle of Henry McKenna 10, and this is a twist off. So this did not take me long to open whatsoever. You know, I guess I'll give myself a little bit of a bigger pour of this one. So when I first got into it, McKenna just won World Whiskey of the Year, and I had just gotten a bottle, and it was like the last bottle I got for a very long time. So it was it just kind of made it impossible to find. So I was curious if this had happened to this, but I was looking on Drizzly, and a local store here had 2 of them. So I just like drove over there and I just picked 2 of them up. So maybe because it's a Canadian rye that, you know, people don't just don't care as much, but Now, I don't know if I'm just being if I'm being too general, but I always feel that Canadian ryes and Canadian whiskeys, they're a lot more muted. I don't know if it's because they're usually lower proof, or if because of their process, or what. You know, like a Crown Royal, for example, right? If you ever had Crown Royal, especially if like you're used to drinking like real flavorful and real stiff stuff, Crown Royal just like tastes like water. I am a big fan of Crown Royal Peach, though, on the rocks. That is an awesome, like, over the summer drink. Some people mix it with tea. So Crown Royal Peach, shout out to that. But this is just kind of like, yeah, like to me, and I gave myself a little bit healthier of a pour here. So yeah, I'm not getting too much on the nose here. I'm getting, oh, silly me. Let's use the Canadian glass. This is probably some kind of sacrilege I just did by pouring from one glass to another. If anything, it smells more ethanol, you know. Maybe I introduced too much oxygen into it, I don't know. But I'm getting a bit of ethanol. You can tell, you can smell a little like pepper, you know, like that rice spice. A lot of heat. A lot of heat up front. Like, as soon as it touched my lips, it like started to burn. This is at 66% alcohol. So if I do my math correctly, I believe that's 134 proof? 132 proof. Yeah, I'm good at math. So 132 proof, so it's up there. That's very hot. Very hot. On the back end, you get a bit of rye. It seems like I wonder. I'd be curious what percentage rye this is. Um, but it's yeah, it's good. I get I'm looking at the label, see if I get any of these flavors. No, they're talking about chocolate and vanilla and caramel, uh, black currant. I don't really get that. I get, like I said, I get that rye spice. But okay, that sip was a little bit better up front. Yeah, you definitely get some vanilla. You definitely get the vanilla. Um, yeah, I would say that that's probably like outside of like your typical rye flavors that you're getting in here. You're getting a little bit more of the vanilla. Yeah, this would probably be pretty good. Um, a couple drops of water. Yeah, I know, probably not sanitary, whatever. Okay, with a drop or two added to that. Yeah, I don't know. I think my palate might just be just busto because of all these different flavors I'm getting. Um, this is definitely hot. This will probably open up a bit with a little bit of time. So I'll probably I'll be excited to kind of come back to this. Um, but uh, but yeah, I figured, hey, we bourbon is the third thing. And is always on the bottom of our T-shirts of all of our sayings. Figured, hey, let's talk some bourbon. Do you guys got any questions, any comments? Shoot me a message, post in here. Let me know what your favorite bourbon is. And don't let anybody tell you that Booker's sucks. All right, Booker's is delicious.